All right, let's talk about a classic coding problem that you're going to run into all the time: updating an inventory. Now, it might sound simple, but the logic behind it is just so powerful, whether you're managing stock for a website or items in a video game. So let's just dive right in.
So, picture this. You're in a stockroom. You've got your master list on a clipboard. A truck backs up with a brand new delivery. Now, some of the boxes have stuff you already have, but some of it is totally new. What do you do? How do you handle that? Well, that's the exact problem we're about to solve with data.
Okay, here's what we're working with. Over on the left, that's our current inventory. You can think of that as our master list, our single source of truth. And on the right, that's the new delivery that just showed up. Our whole mission is to merge this new stuff into our current stock without messing anything up.
Now, a challenge like this can seem kind of complicated at first glance. But you know, the secret to solving almost any programming problem is just to break it down into smaller pieces. So we're going to use a really simple three-step plan to get from two messy lists to one perfectly organized master list.
Here's our game plan. It's super straightforward. First, we're going to go through the new delivery, one item at a time. For every single item, we have to make a choice. Is this already in our inventory? If it is, we just update the number. If it's not, we add it as a new thing. And then finally, once all that's done, we just tidy up by sorting the whole list alphabetically. See? Simple.
All right, enough talk. Let's actually put this plan into action. This is the fun part, where we get into the real nitty-gritty of the logic. This is the decision-making process that a computer would follow to get this job done, like, perfectly every single time.
Okay, so let's set the scene. This is our starting point. This is our current inventory. We've got 21 bowling balls, 2 dirty socks. You get the idea. This is the master list that we're about to change as that new shipment comes in.
So we go to the delivery truck, we open up the first box, and inside, we find 67 bowling balls. Our very first task is to figure out, what do we do with these?
And this right here, this is the most important question. This is the heart of what we call conditional logic. We have to check our master list. Do we already stock bowling balls? A quick look tells us, yep, we sure do.
And because we found it, the rule is super simple. We update the quantity. We take the 21 we already had, add the 67 new ones, and our new grand total is 88. See that? The list is updated. On to the next one.
Okay, next box. Inside we find 3 half-eaten apples. Yeah, I know, it's a strange delivery, but hey, data is data, right? We just repeat the exact same process. This whole idea of going through a list one by one is called iteration. And for each item, we ask that same crucial question. Is it on our master list? So we scan our inventory for half-eaten apple, and nope, it's not there. So this triggers the other side of our logic. If an item doesn't exist, you can't update it. The only thing we can do is add it as a brand new entry.
And there you have it. This is the add part of our logic in action. We just tack the new item, along with its quantity, right onto our inventory list. We've now officially handled both possibilities, updating something old and adding something new.
So at this point, we've gone through the whole delivery. All the data is in our master list. But we're not quite finished. You know, a good stockroom isn't just full, it's organized. It's time for that last little bit of polish.
So after processing all the new items, this is what our inventory looks like. All the information is correct, but look at it, it's a jumbled mess. Half-eaten apple is just kind of stuck at the bottom there. We've got to clean this up.
And here's exactly why we need to clean it up. The original instructions for this whole challenge were very specific. This isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement. The final list must be sorted alphabetically by the item name. This is where we bring in a sorting algorithm. That logic just rearranges our list based on the item's name. And what we're left with is this beautiful, clean, final result. Everything is exactly where it should be, from bowling ball all the way to toothpaste. And just like that, challenge complete.
So we updated an inventory. Big deal, right? Well, actually, yeah, it is a big deal. Because this little stockroom challenge is actually a perfect model of some of the most important fundamental ideas in all of programming.
So let's just recap the absolute powerhouse we just used. We used iteration to loop through all the new items. We used conditional logic to make that key update or add decision. And finally, we used a sorting algorithm to organize everything neatly. Seriously, if you can master just these 3 concepts, you can solve an incredible range of coding problems.
Now just think about it for a second. This logic isn't just for stockrooms. You could use this exact same thinking to merge a new list of contacts into your phone, or to update player high scores in a video game, or combine financial records from different bank accounts. The principles are totally universal. So the real question is, what are you going to build with it?